Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in Part 8 of our Kholek Suneater SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, me and the Chaos Doggos here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in Part 8 of our Kholek Suneater SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, me and the Doom Doggos have cornered a random rebellion that has popped up. Soul Flayer of the... I couldn't even try to pronounce this name. But basically, there's a whole bunch of marked Marauders that have come on over, and I felt like it would be a fun time to turn them into Marauder paste. So let's get this battle going. We have, I guess before we start off, Kholek is going to be running up the river here, since he's going to be completely unhindered by the moving stream. Any of the slow units that he may send on over to engage will be both bogged down in melee attack and speed, so they can kind of run through the ocean real quick, or this river real quick, and beat the brakes off anyone that tries to stop. He's going to be beelining for this Chaos Lord here, and as soon as we deal with him, that will be a quick 1-2 punch to finish things off. We have Chad leading the normal warriors. They'll be trudging through these little swamps that look honestly really, really awesome. And if we had more missile troops, we could use these swamps to pretty devastating effect to kind of funnel soldiers through. Really love the Cathay maps. Even if my computer doesn't really make them look as beautiful as they could. One day, lads. One day. So also we have the Sorcerer Lord of Slaanesh. Let's go ahead and pull him back. He moves so fast. He'll be rolling with all of the beasties. They're going to smash their way through on the other side while the Hound Dogs deal with their nonsense. Looks good to me. Let's get things going. We will start by... Oh yeah, I forget about these Ungor Raiders every single time. Let's pull them, just let them run up front. And kind of lead the charge there. Who cares if they die? That's kind of their job. Let's grab the 3 main squads and just kind of send them forward. Once they get a little bit closer, we'll go ahead and have certain people walk. So you walk. You move way too fast. Kholek can run up front. And my War Doggos can emerge from their hiding places very soon. Alright, Kholek. There's your target. Let's send you after him as well. And then we'll have the big boys here go straight in on this group. All of the Doggos charge out of the woods. Same on the other side. We'll have one group go after the Doggos themselves. Let's have all of the beasties that are not the big boy himself charge in on the one group. And then we'll have all of the main soldiers charge directly in. Kholek is already in. Activate all the abilities, including the Potion of Strength. Putting him up to 1.4 thousand weapon strength. We'll drop some lightning around him as well. And then we can do the good old Lash of Slaanesh on all these good old clumped up friends here. Amazing damage. Drop those cooldowns, and we can give some acquiescence to this poor fool. Beautiful. The Marauders are moving in. We'll just go ahead and activate the Tempest Rage on all of our boys. And allow the Marauders to finish things off. Mostly their Marauders are already going to be running for their lives. However, ours are incredibly fast. And we should catch them at some point. Victory Bell went way faster than I expected. Beautiful. We are going to continue to play Whack-A-Savage, and I will catch you all back on the campaign map. Well, the big doggo is, of course, victorious. We crushed this uprising to a man. We only lost 9. Yeah, it was kind of to be expected. 154 kills to the big boy himself. He's always going to have the most. We didn't gain all that many souls, unfortunately, though. Oh, we can sacrifice them for a good deal more. That'll do. We don't really need the replenishment. We're a rough and tumble group. Oh, and we get another battle. That's perfect. Poor Soul Flayer was smushed. Turned into a jar of jelly. We'll charge in on Morcar here and deal with him, so we don't have to deal with any other Chaos Uprisings building themselves up. We'll smush them now. Only reason we don't want it to build up, you do get more experience than like for allowing it to. But if we do allow it, we'll allow them to enslave some captives this time. We get a good bit of replenishment. They will just usually run off into the wilderness and then attack a small settlement that isn't ready for it, so I tend to not let them build up. We can allow him to devote to one of the two Nurgle or Khorne. So let's not even spend the point here, because it won't matter. I think I want to devote him to Nurgle. Reason being, we already are going to lose Khornate corruption just because, or Khornate authority because of Chant being in the army. any wizard whatsoever is going to drop Coordinate Authority just being alive. So we can use Nurgle Authority, which will not drop our Slaanesh Authority at all, which we're probably not going to have any Nurglish or Slaaneshi forces in this army. But if any do get replaced, it'll probably be these Hounds of Decay for a large Slaanesh unit, just because they do have the devastating flanker for the most part. And that's pretty good to be pretty nasty with Kholek. So yeah, let's go ahead in here. We have plenty of souls. And let's spend some to devote him to Khorne. Or, just said not Khorne. To Nurgle. Or Grandpapa. Oh, and he looks incredible. Got a great axe. So hang on now. I might have to take back what I said before. See, I need this helmet. This one is incredible. Let's see what kind of skills he's rolling with. So you've got extra melee defense and physical resistance for yourself, and then extra hit points for yourself and more armor for the whole army up to a total of 3. So I guess if you have a couple of these guys in the army all at once, you could do some crazy stuff. Retinue Bard. He is the singingest of Exalted Heroes. Yeah, he's only got the single point there, so we'll go ahead and put it into training so we continue to tick that upwards. Does he have anything extra going on here? Use a hero action, gives us more control or more spreading fear, and better chance to assassinate. Chaos Knights. We do need some Chaos Knights. This would give him Vanguard deployment, and Vanguard deployment for all of our Chaos Knights. That's pretty incredible. Turn those guys into Vanguard units. That's insane. Mortal Champion, win a battle against any demon race, and we get more experience, and then assault more units. Fair enough. Alright then. Onward to the graveyard. It would give us a decisive victory. I think every single battle we go into with Kholek, no matter what, is going to be really overwhelming for us in terms of the auto-resolve, just because of this 1.1000 weapon strength. It's going to pit him up against the enemy lord most times, and that's an instant delete. And then it probably just goes down the line. And that's just, that's an unfortunate one. We're going to fight this one, of course, because it's a rather large army, and I quite like the big battles. Even if they don't necessarily last very long when you actually buckle a hole, you do get the, like, the roll down the line. I'm tired of you existing, and you keep stealing money from us. So let's go ahead and declare war and call all of our allies to assist. We're tired of you goats. Now I die. But we'll see about that. I have Norskins. What do you have? In fact, I have an unlimited amount of them. Sick 'em. Eat more beef. We've got 5,000 gold to roll with. Let's check the army on village. And then... so we can check our deployment, or our recruitment. Already got knights, and I'd love some more knights. So Chaos Warriors would be just the upgraded version of our Marauders here. They'd be a little bit more adept at killing. And they would hold a line a bit better. These Forsaken, however, a little bit less adept at staying alive, but really, really murdery themselves. I've got myself a front line, so let's grab some Forsaken. We can do some Chaos Warriors too. Let's grab both. We'll spend a lot of gold here. We won't worry about so much recruiting our own or building up our own Dark Fortresses just yet. I think as soon as we take out Archaon, we can kind of sit back for a moment and play defense and do some upgrading. With Village, at least. Kholek is just going to keep smashing 100% of the time. Let's move into enemy territory here. I think we can do some raiding, too. So,
1 foot in front of the other, fool.
That's a Christmas song.
Raiders.
You're the realist if you know which one that's from. One of those old claymation ones.
Onwards, big brother.
1,200 gold. We'll see if we can lure Archaon out. He doesn't like us stealing gold from him. If he doesn't come on out, we will go bully the big boy. Help us out here. I don't really want them to claim the settlement, though, so maybe we... It's too late. We've already given them their attack order, but maybe we shouldn't have. Archaon versus the Cool. Let's see who wins. It says we still have the gold for some upgrades. I highly doubt it. Yeah, we could put in one of these shrines. Maybe not a bad idea. Just for now. We'll slot in this War Shrine of Dark Fervor. It only costs 0 and takes 2 turns, so we'll slot that in so we don't lose any more corruption here. Us confederating so many Cathayans is going to actually start working against our corruption, since all of them are order factions, and will purge corruption in the areas they're in. So the more armies they spawn, the more problems that will arise. We just have to keep building up the chaos corruption through other means. Alright then, let's bring down this graveyard. Alright, quick jump cut, had to run and pull a pizza out of the oven. It was just a simple cheese and pepperoni. I can't wait. Let's grab the Kholek Suneater and we'll have a pizza victory here in a moment. Where do we want to charge in from this settlement? I can't keep from fucking all the up about the Cathayan settlements, although I don't know what's going on over here. I guess this is just like a water storage area. Oh, okay. Let's get to destroying the town instead of marveling at it. So we'll do Kholek and the Dragon Ogres together as we do. Let me pull these guys a little bit back. They're not as organized as could be, but what does it matter? Let's grab the Nurgle boy, who I think now is going to be on foot. Indeed. Still looks absolutely incredible, and that is an axe you would not want to get even touched by. I'm sure he has coated it in all sorts of obscenities. And not the kind the Slaneshi friend has. We'll do the Marauders here. We're going to have them streaming in behind. It's kind of one big blob. We'll have the Slaneshi sorcerer up front. Since he's going to move so fast, there's no way they're going to stop him anyway. Let's scoot you guys just a little bit apart. And we'll have him supporting this front line with his incredibly tanky self and armor-piercing axe. And where are my aspiring champs? I want them leading the way. He can fight in with them.
I feel no pain.
Good to hear. Alright, now let's grab the Hounds of Decay. Throw two of them. Actually, I like keeping them nearby to the different groups and then spreading them out once we know what we want to do with them. Confuses the AI a bit. Put the other group over there. Keep all the Hounds as one group. I'll have the Flying Boy here. We'll pull this front line back just a little bit. And like I said, I want the Trolls to lead the way. And then we'll have the spawn. I guess funneling in behind. We'll just let the big boys blast a path through. We'll use the Lash of Slanesh spell as well to do kind of the same, but we'll smash a path and then let the Marauders kind of clean up. You in with this group. And let the battle begin. Alright, where are you going to array to stop me? Works for me. Let's go ahead and activate right on up. Send everyone in. We'll give different orders here in just a second. Beautiful. Let's move you forward. Start moving the whole team into the town there. We'll have the different Hounds of Decay hunting down different groups of Lancer. You guys keep coming on back. They're getting a lot of free fire on you. We'll go ahead and do an overcast whip right through this group. Should be able to escape. Beautiful damage. Let's charge on into these knights here. You're getting a scattergun. That's a lot of arrows. Alright, now let's have Kholek's squad. You guys can move in and shoot this. Actually, we need you to help with the lanterns. Let's have Kholek go smush this group. You guys just go hunt down the Lord, if you will. We'll have these Hounds of Decay moving through. I guess these Lancers came out of nowhere. You can come on in and fight these Lances. Yep, we want this Manticore away. Everyone is bogged down here in the center. I'll just give him the yellow attack order, and that'll finish that group off. They broke. Swing these guys through, or the Manticore around. Try to, at least. Smash that group up. Kholek, come on over and beat down on... Although I know we can probably just go around this way.
as the pact decrees.
Gaul can move in together, slaughtering these archers. Let's hit this embankment then. Sorcery of Slaanesh. Let's go ahead and break this group of... Who do we want to break? I think this group of halberdiers here that should bounce back. Beautiful. Now charge back on in. Have you two working together.
For the Chaos God.
No reason to keep chasing. Let's go ahead and just claim this point. Have these Marauders come back and hold the line while everyone else beats down on this group here. We'll have our two trolls moving on in together. Kholek is beat down on this embankment here, so let's get on these shotguns. We're doing good work to him. Figured they would. Drop the lightning down right here. It should bounce around nicely. Those raiders are getting bullied. Here, you come on in and help. Kholek, you have some abilities to use as well, buddy. Drop some lightning down on those who would like to smash you with their shotguns. Go ahead and hit these guys with the acquiescence.
Sorcerer of Slaanesh.
Drop back those cooldowns.
Fluid emotion.
Let him come on back around and attack into these Jade Warriors. You turn around and you as well. Then we'll have the Hounds of Decay charge in behind. You pull on back. We'll just keep charging on in with your... just keep bouncing around since you got Devastating Flanker. Took them forever to get through that barricade there. Work is one. You keep tearing down these lanterns. Kholek, come on over and claim this point. Then we'll move up and squish the Lord. Those halberdiers are having a bad time. Okay, so we do have two shotgunners on the other side here. Let's get through these gates. Everyone else...
Hero of Nurgle.
Honestly, there's not enough soldiers for us to fight. Everyone else, go get this group of halberdiers. Kholek, you kill the Lord. Go ahead and activate the Tempest Rage, the Storm Rage here. Halberdiers are moving on in. There's a lot of large units there, though. Even for halberdiers. They're quickly overwhelmed. Oh no, they're still sticking in and fighting. My lads they were trying to chase the other Jade Warriors. Yeah, it's gonna go really poorly for them. Kholek's still working his way up to the top part of the settlement. Most of the enemy is already shattered. We'll just give people individual targets to chase out of the map. That'll quickly be a wrap. Go ahead and have you guys get on in. We destroyed the lanterns. Bring yourself on over to claim position. And then you can kind of hunt down these groups of Iron Hail guns. Or not. White flag goes up, and Miao Ying's army is now going to succumb to chaos. Of course, a decisive victory. We ended up only losing 27 of our followers. Bit of damage went to the Manticore and to the Sorcerer of Slaanesh. He is not the most tanky of lads anymore. Gained a bit of souls, and all of the enemies are dead. Let's go ahead and sack the settlement first. If we subjugate it, we get replenishment and 500 souls. Let's sack first. I believe we're able to do this. And all sorts of lovely new followers of ill repute. And then we can subjugate. Oh, so we just don't get the replenishment then. Fair enough. We have to find our barbecue snacks elsewhere.
It shall be.
Well, yet another Cathayan faction falls under our control. This is going to be really bad for our corruption. We just have to kind of control at least one part of each settlement. And I think we don't even want this marble camp here. We may end up wanting one of them that causes more corruption, if there is one. And it looks to be that there's not. Okay. Well, in that case, we may go for the cultist camp, just to drop construction cost for all regions. All buildings, all regions is pretty potent. So we'll spend the 3,000 now, and hopefully we'll be able to keep it safe. She's raiding for now, but that should stop next turn. Gant has gained himself but a single point. I think we shall spend it increasing the ability of acquiescence or giving him blissful rapture. I may just go for increasing the Lash of Slanesh. This thing is doing some insane damage. It's got contact pleasure, so if you hit allies, it increases their defense and leadership. That's pretty awesome. Well, we will upgrade that then, so it costs a little bit less. And then for Hargroth, before we start making him better at fighting, I think we want to go for the Plague Father's Protection. Just give him more health, and then more armor for the whole team. It's a small amount. Every little bit helps. Ward off a little bit more missile damage. Alright, Kholek. I think we also want to start moving towards this other Cathayan faction over here, Mingzhu. Because we've claimed most of them. If we can just keep subjugating Cathay, we might as well. We don't have really the souls for that. Can we go into March stance? How far can we move? Really not that much further. Scoot on over in March stance. We have some Dragon Ogres back on the menu, so that'll be amazing once we have the gold for it again. We'll have to kind of save up and see if we can't actually acquire some more Ogres next turn. We've got no more gold. And hopefully those beasties stop raiding as well. Let's scoot the village a little bit closer, see if we can haunt him on in. Pass out our new commandments. So probably just more corruption. In fact, we may just go for more corruption in most of these places now. Foster Colts, perfect. Next here, over here, we do not own Mingzhu. Oh, in due time.
You summon me, little mortal. I will feast on your son.
Oh, I bet it tastes like garden salsa. For Blessed Harmony to return, your dark reign must end. I mean, look how many friends we're making with the other Cathayans. Are you sure? It's going to be a bad time for you. The Cool are starting to construct an outpost. See how much work they get done. He has been discovered ambushing, and I think they wiped him out. Yep, perfect. The goats have been eliminated. And now we have the Gaze of the Dark Gods. All hope to catch the attention of the gods, gathering what they think where the ruinous powers will be looking. We get one more gift, and then the Forsaken Blessing. So once one of our units drops below 50% health, we can turn them into a unit of Forsaken, I believe. Either that or a unit of Forsaken like explodes out of them. We'll find out exactly how that works, but we also get more authority in all of our armies. We're up to 8. Feels like we should be up one higher, but we'll take it. We'll grab Kholek. We might as well. Every time he goes, oh yes, when you select him, it makes me chuckle 100% of the time. Let's grab him, throw him into raiding stance. We can pull him over and start snatching some goodies from Mingzhu. Oh yeah, they've got several armies over here. And we've got Yuan Shan coming on over to deal with these fools too. She is fielding an army, isn't she? About to have the wrath of the Imperial Wardens. If we didn't move a little bit faster, just don't have enough movement. So we'll do some stealing, and then come on back over to the boy in the north. See what Archaon's up to. He's not even recruited any more soldiers. Do we just keep stealing from him? I think we just keep stealing from Archaon. If he recruits more next turn, we may move in, but for now, he's just kind of hanging out. We may have Akarat come over and defend us instead. Here, come hang out. We could use the secondary army. And if we can get them to work with us, that'd be fantastic. We can't afford Dragon Ogres as well now, so let's forgo all upgrading to the town. Who cares about our cities? We need more Ogres. You guys need less experience. These ones? See you later. Your great axes are nothing.
The tempest.
Oh, we guess we should have looked, huh? Punished 100% of the time. Okay, well I guess that's the good news is we get to spend some gold upgrading the towns, so let's get to that. Red Fortress is up to tier 3. Can we take it to tier 4 anytime soon? No. It's going to be a while. We could, however, put in another Chaos Shrine, get us another Sorcerer running around. This would also make more money for the local region. I'm not sure if we start wanting to get one of these Vassal Emissaries now. Let's throw one in. Although the Red Fortress doesn't seem to be having any issues with its corruption, we may want to put this in at, like, Wage In. Once we're able. Kind of stabilize the nonsense going on over there. Let's here instead drop the construction cost for all buildings in this local region by 20, or I guess 10%, and then construction time by 20%. And that'll add extra trolls and spawn in the area. Also bankrupt us, but I think we'll be alright. Find ourselves some new technology, and I have been challenged to take it all the way down to the Herald of Doom, and we will. First, however, I think I want the Infernal March, because look how far we can move. That's only 5% more. Okay, we'll come back to that. Herald of Doom, challenge accepted. It's going to be a lot of turns. You have dedicated us to 32 turns of research. This is going to give us the ability to turn poor fools into Forsaken, so just give them way too many blessings. And then all of our Chaos Spawn are going to cause terror. This will allow our Manticore and Warhounds to have Gore Feast. We'll have to see if this goes for the Runes of Decay, or the Hounds of Decay as well, because that'd be quite amazing. The Giant Manticles are going to give us all our Trolls and Giants more weapon strength and missile resistance. And then the Heralds of Doom are going to give our Dragon Ogres and Shaggoths more strength and charge bonus, making them just more scary than they already are. The Death Ball of Dragon Ogres will be unstoppable. And with all that explained, let's end the turn. Loki, I was drinking. This break brought to you by water. Alright, war is glorious. Let us share in its delights. He would like us to declare war on the spirit of the jungle. I feel like we're going to have issues with you really soon. All of this confederating up with the Cathayans is causing us problems with our evil friends. However, though, I will happily join you in your war for cool 2,500. Okay, so we now have a Northern Provinces outpost going in. We'll start building some in the Cathayan provinces as well soon. I think a Terracotta Sentinel sounds very nice. Cooler rolling, and the Imperial Road is about to have a rebellion. I think we can deal with that pretty easily. These two armies are going to clash in the open road here.
I bow only.
Qian, why are you out here raiding? You should have stayed and defended. You know Kholek's coming? Kholek's coming to town. Oh yes, more Dragon Ogres. Now we're up to 4. It begins. Over time, I'm going to eliminate probably all of our Chaos Marauders entirely. Even probably the champions as well, and we'll have an entirely monstrous army. Even maybe monstrous units from other factions. Alright, Yang. Your end is nigh. Yang's army is quite large. However, I think we're going to be fighting this one out on the battlefield. Let's find out. Yes, indeed. The Cathayan hillsides shall be stained red. An embarrassing number of cuts in today's episode. Got caught by a sneeze in the middle of explaining our battle strategy, so I just decided to stop and kind of zoom in and wait for things to recover. So it decided that it seems like Yang has decided to completely corner up and wait for her reinforcements, which normally probably a pretty smart idea. However, even though they come in 6 seconds, we have just an enormous force in allowing them to all clump up, where our gigantic lightning spells can wreak most havoc. It seems like a really, really poor idea. What we are going to do is send the Marauders wide, which sounds, because they're slower, it sounds like you wouldn't want to send them wide. My reasoning is, smaller area, we can use the big boys to smash right through and kind of clump up the enemies around where all of the lightning spells can do their good work. And we'll have all of the big boys moving together as one. So let's grab Kholek, his Dragon Ogres. He's got a bunch of them now, so we have to switch the formation up a little bit. Just A wave of destruction. We'll have him rolling with the Slaneshi Sorcerer. Perfect. And then actually I think in front of the Dragon Ogres, because they actually have not as much armor as the Trolls, I don't believe. Yeah, they're down to 61 armor. They've got more missile resistance, but we'll have the Armored Trolls up front as the main punching power. Since they do regenerate, we'll have you guys rolling with the main infantry. And then we'll just have the single group of Great Axes. Spread these guys apart. Nurgle Boy in the center. Spread them a good deal apart there. We'll have the spawn. We'll have one of them in the center, and then the other one kind of further back. We'll decide what to do with them as the battle commences. Meaning, we'll forget about them. Alright, throw these hounds up front. Get the groups figured. I want you back here. Otherwise, you will fly in way too soon and get run over. Perfect. Let's go smush Yang. In comes the meat missile of Ungor Raiders. Alright, let's set you guys up in this pass here. Here comes all of the enemy troops. We should have got moving a little bit quicker. Everyone charge in on the boss. Let's go ahead and have these hounds claim the pass. Make sure no one can get across there. And have all of the foot soldiers do the same. Move straight on in. Ungor Raiders, if they get shot at, fine by me. No, you guys are, your job is to come in here. Hold the line for a moment. Everyone else goes and gets involved with the enemy. You hang out. And charge into this first group. Break them, and we'll keep moving. We'll have you charge through and go hit this next group then. Can't have that many archers going off. Knock as many of these fools over as we can. Some pretty incredible damage. Guys in guard mode, and then have all of Kholek's squad continue charging forward. Get the trolls forming kind of a front line, and everyone else can kind of hang back. Let's get the main foot soldiers here locked in a group, charging forward. Hounds go overwhelm these peasants. And you go fight with the balloons. You can drop down an acquiescence on pretty much whoever we want, but we want you coming in after Yang. Let's give her the acquiescence and let Kholek do his thing. Just leaving a wake of destruction as he runs. Have you two working into the back line here. You two working into the back line over here. Then we'll have the trolls dealing with individual groups. Fire's going out. All sorts of spells slinging from both sides here. Send the whip through. Then the chain lightning can follow. Get you off the ground and into the air on these sky lanterns. I don't know why they keep landing. Do some slow-mo battle here because we are in the thick of things. The spawn are good at doing one thing, and that is blending the enemy and then just kind of dying. Kind of disappear randomly on me. Very good at holding a line for a while, though. Very simple unit. Absolutely bathed in the gore of these Cathayans. Nightmare. Got the Ungor on the high ground, launching arrows in on anyone who they can. Even if they hit friendlies. Oh, this poor fool. Oh, you got lucky. Give him a smack. Oh, I wanted to them get punted into orbit. No, that's just an explosion, my friend. Kholek has routed off both of the lords. It is game over. Victory, Kholek. That was almost quicker than normal. You guys threw in the towel fast. These Cathayans want to become one with chaos. We already knew. Another victory under our belt, we only lost 9. Incredible. I think, yeah, I was going to say, pretty sure their Chain Lightning managed to eke them out above the normal kills of Kholek. Pretty embarrassing showing for the Celestial Loyalists. They got a second chance at life, and they squandered it. We'll sack the settlement first, of course. We need the experience and the gold. The Death of Young, we gained a War Banner, which is way better than in the base game. 10% more strength and reload time reduction. Old. You just put that on a very, the Handbow Corsairs would be incredible. Argoth has himself a steed now. And Mingzhu can be subjugated. Welcome to the team. You guys are gonna have to get along now. Kholek. Let's give you some more abilities here. Seismic Shock upgraded would just increase the attrition suffered by defenders. We don't even let them suffer attrition. The attrition they suffer is through lightning. Let's go for Toughened Skin, finally. Increase his armor to 204.
The mountains call.
He is a wall. Just a moving wall. I think we might as well make him even more incredible. Yeah, we could go for some of these, but why not increase physical resistance? Alright, I'm torn. I do like spells as well. Let's go for the Blissful Rapture here just so we have the passive ability.
Are you a god?
And then continue working on the Plague Father's protection for that extra armor. 105 armor. That's pretty insane. We are some chunky boys. Alright, where do we send you next? We can move down and claim Kunlan. How do you guys feel about my recent acquisitions in Cathay? Really doesn't like it. Okay, we want to be careful with Eshen, because I don't trust them at all. We probably want to start our war with these orcs down here, so let's start moving down to engage with them. Go into any kind of march stance or anything like that would actually give us more movement. Maybe by a smidge. We'll get right to the edge of Mingzhu here, and then we can attack these orcs and add them to the team as well. Which will definitely make our Skaven allies angry, but look at all these armies he has running around. It's just free souls. Anyone who wants to rise up, we're happy to let them. Won't go the way you think. Okay, so now that we do have some more spoils, let's go ahead and start spending. We'll come back to the Red Fortress, because that's probably where we're going to spend it, but I want to come on back to the main settlement here. Go for the Flesh Tapestry, that sounds just lovely. No home is complete without its Flesh Tapestry. We may want to spread the love a little bit, so let's upgrade the Plains of Zanbaijin and a Bloodwind Keep. Because the Red Fortress is already tier 3. Wei Jin, we could throw in upgraded Spoils of War, which would give us a bit more gold. Kind of just want to upgrade Bloodwind Keep to tier 3. Get those main fortress settlements upgraded, since they will have a little bit better defenses and better soldiers hanging out behind their walls. Alright then, village. What is Archaon up to? Yeah, I think he threw in at least one more unit this turn. Okay then. Akarak and I can move in together and we can deal with this fool. So let's go ahead and charge on in. Slam into the Writhing Fortress here. It'll be a valiant defeat. We have no one here that is a siege attacker. Well, these guys can break down walls, but we've seen how long that takes. Our trolls are siege attackers, but they are so slow at that. I would like to go ahead and get some extra. So we'll grab 2 towers and 1 set of battering rams. It'll all take just a single turn there. And then we will continue that siege, and hopefully Akarak will come on over and help us out in bullying Archaon. We could definitely take that settlement with some allies rolling in with us. So we got back over, and we'll see how things play out.
Speak, mortal.
The Death Master has ended his alliance. We don't need you anymore. Fair enough. Okay, so the war host is coming on out. The settlement is moving, or the garrison rather, is moving with them. They do have a more elite force and more knights, so their baseline troops are a little bit more scary. We've got 2 units of spawn here and a chaos shrine. It's going to be quite a battle. I think we can probably still bring them down. We have the tools. And at the very least, we can wound them, weaken them, and then come back on in with more soldiers that we've recruited from their own countryside. So, the joke's on you, Archaon. Alright, start the deployment. We're not going to get to see what Archaon has going on, and he will have reinforcements coming in. Let's set up our artillery piece on this hillside here. I do want it to be firing in immediately from the rip, so we'll set it up kind of the same place we did last time. Get all of our Marauders. We will make sure to put them in the way this time so they don't move right past it. Let's throw some Forsaken off to one side. And in behind. Then we'll do the Chaos Warriors off to the side on this group here. We'll let our knights kind of rotate to wherever their knights are going to go, and we'll have the knights rolling with the Dragon Ogres. You guys I'm going to put up front. The Trolls, and then we'll have our Warhounds absorbing any kind of magic that Archaon wants us to throw out. They usually cast their magic spells on the first units they see. All of the doggos out there. So the Jav Cab off to the other side. All these guys as one here. We'll have the Severed Claw holding the center. I don't want them in the front. Or maybe we do. We will put them in the front. Village as well. Alright, we'll have you guys grouped and get that going. Well, that spell came in immediately. I'm gonna call nonsense. Alright, we've got a little bit to deal with right off the start here. Village, let's go ahead and throw out some blue fire. I'm going to overcast it. We're going to throw it right at these spawn here. He gets his whole army to start. Pull these hounds back. We'll charge these guys in. Charge these guys in. We'll have you start blasting away at this group of Chaos Warriors with great weapons there. The hounds are going to clash. That's fine. Let's let the Halberdiers get to work. Go ahead and let Team 4 charge on in. Took a lot of damage from that initial charge, but I think we will recover. Drop down the miscast chance on Archaon. We shall recover. Treason of Tzeentch. I think we'll wait until things get a bit more dicey for the enemy there. Blast some fire through the line. Pull you guys back just a little bit there. Alright, those hounds are fighting halberds. Pull those away. Not much I can do about the blasts of metal. Those are going to do all of the damage possible. Pull the Chaos Knights away. Let the Dragon Ogres deal with the nonsense. We'll pull the Knights back. They have halberds in here as well now. Less than positive. Let Village come over and start bullying Archaon, although we are getting shamacked. Learning that Marauders are just not quite as good as Chaos Warriors as you would expect. Wow, my Marauder Horseman did absolutely terrible at skirmishing with his. Absolutely terrible.
Chaos Marauder! Chaos Knights!
Fortunately got a deal. You know what, we need to try to get away from this. Pull away. Kind of how his knights are doing.
Move fast! Retreat! Running!
A lot of lads that are running away.
Recarnage!
Oh, they got right on through into our artillery team. Alright, Archaon. You have performed way better than we have here. I can't retreat. Those Forsaken are going to be way too fast.
Mutation
Hanging out and fighting is kind of the only call. Let's have you deal with this hero, and then we'll turn and fight pretty much everything else. Let's drop down the Treasonets each in here. We are losing all of our units across the board. Dragon Ogres charge on in. Bad play. Keep fighting. These Marauder horses charging on over. These guys are pretty much done. Drop down the miscast chance for the big boy here.
To the slaughter!
Things may be going incredibly poorly. Go ahead and pull you guys over and hunt down these Lance Knights. Village. Go ahead and throw out some more blue fire. Try to blast away at these Knights here. Come on back and get involved with the scrum. We've lost all our horsemen off to the other side. Our artillery team is gone as well. Good news is Village has plenty of armor in the barrier, basically. He's got free health.
Very well.
Dragon Ogres, let's go ahead and pull a little ways away because I'm going to need you really bad, so I don't need to get bogged down with normie Chaos Warriors.
Go back.
Blast some more blue fire at these Chaos Knights. Alright, turn and slaughter. You're losing units all over the place.
That's what the masters did.
Alright, Village, you versus the Slayer of Kings. You have had this fight before. It was not a good one.
Yes.
Did not fare well for you and your ilk.
Move on them.
He is winning at the moment, and if we can bring down Archaon at the very least, coming back to beat these guys down with a re-recruited force of cheap and cheerful chaff would be easy.
Now is our time.
Oh my, Chosen are done. Alright, well. Turns out things are not going to go as well as we expected. Dragon Ogres are winning, though. Eliminate these lances. Valiant feat. Curses. Alright, well. We hoped for a bit too much. That was a lot of Chaos Warriors, and our Marauders just really couldn't stack up. We learned some things. And a valiant defeat. Yeah, my Marauders got absolutely eviscerated. We lost pretty much everyone to a man. The only good news is we did get out of there with our Trolls, our Ogres, and the Severed Claw. So, yeah, we even lost our Hell Cannons. No. Alright, well, we'll take the loss.
We must retreat. Speak then, Orc.
Good old Dusty.
I will burn you from the sky if you anger me.
Fair enough. Dusty as it is not aggression. There never was. Yeah, I'll just talking smack because Kholek's not over there. Clan Eshin has lost its outpost. And we've lost our... Oh, man. Well, that's unfortunate. We're not going to get any Poison Wing Lumineers now. We've got our Norse Berserkers stolen as well. Well, let's start our war up with these poor orcs here. Might as well get some bashy boys on the squad, and then we can start beating down on old Nasty there. We know what Clan Eshin is going to be irritated with us for our problems. We've elected to declare war on them. I don't think we have any agreements. And war is nigh. Before we do, though, let's see if we can get some money out of Eshin.
Eshin are blood in dirt, blades in shadow dark.
I'll join your war against the Dimmed Suns, and you give me gold. Oh, not very much.
I can.
I'll take a little bit of gold, though. He doesn't like me, and that's probably affecting it. Either way, we'll come up here and smush Kunlan. How many orc are hiding behind these walls? Ooh, a good deal. And they're savage orcs. This will be quite the battle. Well, we will start off our next episode with a fight against the blue-painted orcs of the Dimmed Suns, but for now I'm out of time. I have been Space Wizard of War. Oof, we've tripped on the outro 4 times. Remember to leave a like for the like god, a sub for the sub phone, and I will see you on the next one.